Welcome to the Movie Babies. I'm Devin.
I'm Sean.
And this is the Trailer Review Show.
Oh boy, we got an episode for you this week. If you remember from our cliffhanger last week, it's a little bit raw this time.
It's a little bit raunchy.
We're usually a pair of boobs that talk about trailers and how we feel about them and we rate them, until we're not. And we just start talking about, like, disgusting, gross things with our celebrity guest, Keith Carmack. We're going to review a couple trailers.
We're going to review Unforgettable. We're going to review Girls Trip. And we're going to review ourselves, Sean.
At the end of the episode to see what type of people we are.
Well, we're called the Movie Babies. Mm-hmm. I feel like in this episode, we find out a lot about ourselves. We dig deep. Mm-hmm. And, maybe these movie babies, I was going to say grow up into men.
But like the worst kind of men.
Yeah, I think we're actually going backwards. What's before a baby?
Oh, like in the evolutionary stages of baby making?
Yeah.
We're movie cum, I think.
We're movie cum?
We're movie cum.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Or if you go even further back in evolution.
The movie Twinkle in Your Dad's Eye.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't think I know how evolution works. What are you trying to get me to say?
We're like movie baboons.
Yeah, definitely. We're definitely movie baboons. And we're going to throw our own fecal matter into your ears.
Speaking of celebrity guest Keith, I just saw a couple weeks ago Get Out.
Oh, yeah.
And I actually bumped into Keith, and the first thing I said to him was like, the black friend in that movie, that's you.
warning everybody of like the tropes of the genre and everything. Like,
yeah,
that's Keith.
And he's just like, oh man, that character reminded me so much of Keith. And so,
that's good. That's a compliment.
Yeah. It is a compliment.
He's the smartest one in the room, and in this episode, he's still the smartest one in the room. So let's kick it to this episode because it's going to be a long one.
Buckle up. Mm-hmm. Put your headphones in. Please, God.
Put your earplugs in first.
Do not listen to this one on a car ride with your mommy.
This is the show.
Say hi to Julia.
Hi, Julia.
Hi, Lily.
Say bye to mommy.
Bye, sweetheart.
You'll get used to Tessa. She's adjusting too.
I know she's Lily's mother, and of course I respect that, but it feels like I'm stepping into her life.
It's not easy, all this change. I get it. No, you don't.
Intro battle, ya bish.
That's why, darling, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I'm unforgettable too. There's no pun there. That's just the lyrics. Just the lyrics.
That's nothing.
All I had was Heigl versus Dawson, the Thrilla in Vanilla, the Rumble in the Jungle, Fever.
Nice.
Ice Cube versus Charlie Day.
It's chick fist fight. That's good.
That's right.
I got one.
Oh, yep.
Forget everything you know.
Yes.
About forgetting what you know about thrillers.
I'm lost now.
It's unforgettable, this film.
Damn!
That's good.
We're here with celebrity guest Keith Carmack.
Whoa.
We got intro music.
You got your own theme song. Wow.
Nicely done.
You're like the John Cena of guests.
He's taking off a robe right now.
Yeah.
Putting a pipe in his mouth.
Finally! I'm on the show, idiots! And also, you fucked up.
Yeah.
You fucked up big time. I hope you're ready to go along.
All right. Yeah, well, okay. So do you talk with the theme song the entire time, or does this
how it
kind
goes.
of...
There we go.
Wow.
Thank you so much for having me on. It's been a long time coming, like I said.
I thought Olmsted was going to be the one that was going to pull all the shit, but I was wrong.
You guys blew it with Hudson, you blew it with Patton, you blew it with Rowe, you blew it with Olmsted. Those comic book nerds, you blew it.
Should have started
And
with the master.
also to say, forget what you know about this podcast and its feminist theory 101 that it's been the last few episodes. I'm bringing it back, baby.
No.
We're bringing it back.
We were doing so well. And then the straight back cannonball.
Fucked up so
It
bad.
does not help the fact that we're about to review Unforgettable, the movie that we have been referring to as the white bitch movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
Thanks,
Thank you.
guys.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to be here.
Much appreciated.
What episode is this?
17.
17.
Took me 17 to get on here. That's
Yeah.
so fucked.
Well, and half of it's going in the bin because all your sound effects are going to make the audible unlistenable.
That's what I said. You fucked up. Who was the first guest?
I think it was Chris.
It was Chris when he randomly walked into our house, and we're like, "You want to be on a podcast?"
I'll give you a little bit of background. First of all, what's up, my babies?
What's up?
We here.
A little bit of background. I've listened to every episode of this podcast.
Oh, damn.
You need
That's
a trophy just for
brutality.
that.
Every single one, and mostly when the day they come out. And when Chris was on as the first guest, I was like, yeah, makes sense. I was still pissed. Because Sean and I see almost every movie.
That's true.
Yeah,
90%
you guys are
of the
movie
movies I
bros.
see.
Yeah, we're movie bros.
That's a spin-off podcast, a sister podcast of
And
this.
Devin, I've seen a shitload of movies with you.
Yeah.
Like either at this house or at the theater. And so when Chris was on, I was like, yeah, I get it. Still furious. Second guest comes on, I was like, pissed.
What?
I was ready to leave a negative review. So I'm psyched to be here, and I'm psyched to get into Unforgettable.
God damn.
The most anticipated movie of the spring for
Keith,
me.
you wanna start us off and tell us what we just watched and what happened in this trailer?
No, I'm gonna lob that one up to Sean.
I like it. You know your strengths. Pass the ball when you need to.
Well, I think the best thing about this trailer is it is the movie. It's every beat and every act break and every
Truly.
significant occurrence in the film is all in the trailer in the chronological order that it will appear in the movie.
Why is it called Unforgettable?
Katherine Heigl can't forget the fact that she can't move on from the fact that
So,
she used to be the mom of this household.
It's unforgettable what Rosario Dawson is doing to her.
That's the double entendre of it. It's like, I can't let this go.
Is this a cuck?
It's an
this a
unofficial
cuckolding?
cuck because she's the new girlfriend. She's like the proper
Stepmom.
introduced into the child's life, like new. Is that considered a cuck?
I don't know.
See, I actually don't know what that definition is.
Cuckolding?
I've heard the term.
It's like the coolest
It's
thing
like
you can
the
do.
coolest thing you can do. Okay, so a man and a woman or whatever are in a relationship.
I know where this goes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the third party comes on board, another guy, I think. And then he has relations with the wife.
Yes.
And then the husband or whoever, the guy that hit it first, is either present or knows about it and is a willing participant of it, and he is like emasculated.
Yeah, that's the cuck.
Thus making him a cuck. Which I'm a huge fan of.
Wait, of the practice or of being the subservient?
All of the above.
All the above. Check,
whole
check,
picture.
check.
Yeah.
The whole microcosm of cucking I'm a huge fan of. But I don't know if it applies to females.
I don't know.
That's
100%
the best
on
case
that
scenario for this film.
Yeah.
Is that this dude can be like, guys, chill out, kiss me, kiss her, now kiss each other.
I can see that happening. I have got some questions about what's going on here, but just to reiterate what you've already seen,
Cuck.
these two gals have this forceful relationship
Yin
of
and
like,
yang, black and white.
Whoa, didn't even think of that. And okay, so they're pitted against each other just due to the nature of like one was the old gal and one's new
Old
hotness.
busted, new hot.
Thank you. And
I believe the clinical term you're looking for is old busted, new hot.
Thank you, Will Smith, for coining that term. And so they go hard in right away where Heigl is
cucked.
Furious.
Okay, yeah.
She's like, you fucking stepping in on my shit.
Yeah.
You're mothering my child. You're fucking my man.
Rosario Dawson and the child have like a little, okay, bye-bye.
You're like a little
Stooges.
You're like a little rooster.
Yeah, a
thing.
little rooster guy.
Yeah, well, Heigl's come to snuff the rooster because she's not having it.
Damn.
And first and foremost, that hairdo. Like,
Pull back. I wrote that down.
She's
It's
got
the
this, like,
ultimate white
elvish,
bitch move.
like,
Ultimate
oh
white
my
bitch
God.
move. It's a ponytail pulled back so tight
Yeah.
that not a thread of hair is out of place, and it's also a high pony. It's disgusting, and it makes me sick.
It's so straight and symmetrical. It looks like those weird dogs with like the flappy ears.
True.
There's something going on with this hairdo that just screams like I'm the bad guy in this movie.
Absolutely.
So that's on my list. 0 to 60 on like, all right, you're gonna take my man. Well, guess what? I'm gonna hire the guy who attacked you
in a previous
some
like
kind of
relationship.
prequel situation to come to your house and fuck with you. 1, kudos because that's crazy. 2, Rosario Dawson could pretty much beat up anybody, right? Like
she's
tough.
She's a tough gal. I don't know if I believe this. This dude could just stroll in.
So that was the scary guy we saw walking in the window.
Different white man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Different white man.
Yeah. Thank you. That's how I have to.
Slick back hair white man.
Okay. Got it.
The movie is rated R for partial nudity. Who you got
Jackpot.
any guess?
I hope it's a dude. I hope they flip it. I hope we see dong.
Yeah. Think dong is.
Or butts. Some boy butts.
Let me ask you guys this: have you ever bugged out on an ex before?
Well, that was going to be my question.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so here we go.
Hit me.
When love
Wait, Keith has a list right now.
You took proper notes.
Here we go.
Number
1, girl at coffee place. Number 2. Yes, I'm bugged out. Okay, no, it says when love ends, madness begins.
You've experienced this?
Once. Where I completely bugged out. I scaled the side of an apartment building.
Oh.
Yeah, I bugged out. She dumped my ass, straight cucked me for some other dude.
I need a Spider-Man.
And I was like, I gotta get up there, and like, I was like a horrible night, and I was like 19 and just like awful. I was awful. I overreacted hugely. I cried. I was like this sobbing mess, and I was like, she's not letting me in. I'm gonna scale this apartment. Damn. Gave up halfway through, and I was like, you know what? Can't scale this. Walked home, cried the whole way home, and it was like a disaster. And it's like one of the most embarrassing moments of my life. I'm pretty sure she knows about it. It was so embarrassing that I think that like she thinks like there's probably a crazy person outside. She didn't know it was me. It was unannounced. Yeah. But that was when it truly. Love ended and madness began on my part. What about you guys?
What's your intention to just kind of Romeo and Juliet your way up there and just be like, I'm here, you don't get rid of me.
Say anything, you have your iPad on.
It wasn't. It was like a spite thing. I was like, I'm going to go up there, I'm going to give her a piece of my mind, and I can't get a hold of her. She's not answering anything. And I was like, you know what? I'm showing up unannounced. I'm climbing the motherfucking apartment.
That's always the worst when I want to talk out every detail.
You want to
totally. It ended and I did not get to say my piece.
And even if it's just like, you say what you need to say, I'll take it, whatever. But if you just end it without saying anything,
disconnect.
That's where it's like.
But I agree that does suck. But you shouldn't act like a psychopath.
You probably shouldn't climb
and try to scale a building to yell at somebody who was probably like very frightened.
Oh man,
it was incredibly embarrassing. It was so whack. And since then, I've always handled my like, this girl's not into me. I'm always like, that's fine.
You go up the fire escape.
Yeah, I'm not going to scale a building.
I'm not going to climb this. I got some stairs over here I can break in.
That was when madness began for me.
I think my madness began...
Well, Sean, before you go, behind the curtain, all your ex-girlfriends!
Come on out!
Come on out!
What pathetic thing did he do to you?
It's unfortunately, it's like 2.5 girls, so it's not really that impressive.
Now, Sean, I know you. We go back a little bit. I know... But I don't know a lot of like relationshipy stuff about you.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very frequently.
I know for a fact there's some dark madness begins kind of shit.
Oh, absolutely.
There has to have been.
I'm going to call it now the first official censored movie babies. Not going to make the airwaves.
Yeah. How bad did you let it go?
Okay, so my madness began on a breakup when I was living in Olympia. And I was pretty much told after like a 5-year relationship, like, I'm going to see this other dude now. And I was not taking that very well.
That's a cuck.
So
That's a cuck.
Katherine Heigl-Ass was walking down the street and was like, I'm going to fucking kill myself. I'm going to walk into traffic.
Oh, boy.
So I saw a green light going and I was all sniffly faced and pissed off. And I just fucking walked into the oncoming traffic and it was a fucking cop.
No!
Oh, yeah. And so lights get hit, and I'm like, just hit me, motherfucker! Like, end this! I don't want to explain this to you.
That is a nightmare.
So he pulls me over to the side of the thing. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm like, I'm having a bad fucking day, and I don't give a shit anymore. And I was like, fucking falling down. Yeah. So I was ready to escalate it into like shenanigans. And well, it didn't occur to me like that. We hadn't really crossed that threshold yet, where like people were straight up getting shot for.
I was about to say, if this was my story, I feel like
you're already dead.
Different outcome.
You're already dead.
That's white privilege.
I got a white privilege pass on this one, and so I got to like yell and freak out. And this cop is not being cool. He's like ready to take me in.
Yeah.
Here's my rescue.
Oh boy.
This is where it gets worse. The dude.
The cuck.
The cuck. No, I'm the cuck, right?
The cucker.
The cucker comes walking up the hill to go visit my now ex-girlfriend. And he sees me getting harassed by the cop or harassing the cop or whatever. And in his mind, he's like, I'm going to be a good dude here. He intervenes. He's like, no, this is my friend. He's cool. He's just having a bad day. I'm here looking for him. I'm looking out for him. He fucking de-escalated the situation.
Saved the day. Essentially
pulling my nutsack out of my pants and shoving it into my mouth. Yeah. And I was just like so fucked up by it. I just didn't say shit. And I just like scooted off into the night with my ass fucking handed to me. And then that dude marched up the hill and effed the shit out of my ex-girlfriend.
Thus completing the cucking.
God damn it.
That's amazing. Do you regret every moment of it?
Oh yeah, I'm a horrible piece of shit. Yeah, that's not bad. This is one for the cutting room floor for sure. But like, I got really, really super sick when I was living in Los Angeles and I was in I was in Seattle. I had to go to the hospital. The doctors told me I was gonna die, and I had no fucking idea what was going on.
Very cool.
And so I didn't call the girlfriend at the time because I just didn't want it. And she got super mad because she found out about it anyway. And that's it totally makes sense now. I just didn't want to like worry anybody. And I was like, this is a good excuse to like leave Los Angeles and cut all ties and everything. It's like, I'm super sick. I don't want to live there anymore. If I died, I'd rather be around friends. Yeah. And so when she found out, she was super pissed. And like I wouldn't return her calls and everything because I didn't want to have like a personal conversation at the hospital, like surrounded by like other patients and stuff. So I just kind of like put it all off. But I had to stay for like a month, so a lot of time went by. And when I finally got back there to like move my shit and come back, she was like, "What the fuck is going on?" I was like, "I'm just straight up leaving. Like this isn't a conversation. I'm just like going," which was horrible. But it was tied up with a lot of other extra shit, and she was not having that, and she was just bugged out, was super pissed. And essentially was like, I'm going to send my brothers to beat you up. I'm glad it didn't go down that way, but she was like, I'm coming, I'm going to get my shit out of your apartment, and guess what, my brothers are coming with me too.
So one might say that when love ended, madness began for her.
She high-goaled me.
Okay, but I've never been high-goaled. I've always high-goaled.
Yeah.
Devin, what about you? Have you ever bugged out on somebody?
I'm trying to think. I think mine are more just
very PG.
Oh no, this is very pathetic. Like very much like driving around their house listening to
disgusting. That's disgusting.
sad music.
Could you imagine being a female? And just being like these psychotic. They're literally driving around my house.
Yeah,
I can hear them listening to Sade or whatever. And like and just being like, I can't leave this house. This is like terrifying.
Yeah, it's probably. I mean, it's like everyday occurrence with that shit. But like,
absolutely.
I can't fucking imagine like.
Could you imagine dating yourself?
No.
Pathetic.
No.
Bad news.
I'll do a lot too. I'll do like the long emails. Like I gotta explain my side, or I gotta say like this is how it went down. Oh, yeah. So I write like these really very unforgettable emails.
Unforgettable.
And this is why like we can never reach a certain amount of fame with this podcast because. As soon as those emails come out, it's going to be so embarrassing.
Saved them.
Like,
gotcha.
I can never just become famous because I have too many sad, pathetic emails I sent out.
Very cool. I'd love to read those.
Well, maybe someday.
We will. We'll get to.
Very cool. Back to the film.
The flick.
Yeah. Well, and then there was one time where this girl left me, and so
was it a cuckolding?
To kind of get back at her, I stabbed this dude's legs and murdered him.
Yeah,
so I killed him and kind of blamed.
You framed the scenario.
Framed it to make it look like she did it.
Did you have a special connection with the child involved, where you were like had a secret handshake or something?
Did not have a secret handshake with the child.
Did you create a fake Facebook or?
That's amazing. That like, you know when you like leave your Facebook open at work and one of your dumbass coworkers like gets your ass by putting a silly
I love cock.
A silly status update for you.
Okay, my biggest question about this trailer,
Yeah.
which we have now watched twice. Bringing it back to the trailer, it was a very important question. I don't care about the previous attacker. I don't care about her tearing this family apart. I don't care about somebody's Facebook identity being stolen. What I want to know is
Non-issues.
the white bitch, Katherine Heigl. Is she jacking off in that one scene on the computer?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
What seems like
What is going on?
Watching the couple doing it.
Okay, is that what's going on?
That's my understanding.
Like she's like using the nanny cam to spy on
the
him?
way they cut
like
it.
That's kind of like
The way
cuckolding,
they cut
too.
the trailer, it made it seem like yes, they have like a nanny cam that she's set up,
Wow.
and they're the two of them
had
are
the
doing
nanny
at
cam.
it,
And just like
then
that, I'm in.
she's watching. Ooh,
I
yeah.
for some reason thought
Heigl in the chair.
for some reason, maybe I'm misremembering this, but I thought she was masturbating to her own wedding photos.
Wow.
Because there's
Oh,
a
that'd
scene
be
where
dark.
she's
That'd be
like
dark.
looking at her
That'd be very
wedding
dark.
photos.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I like it.
Very cool.
Is it a two-way nanny cam where the noises she's making all of a sudden they're
pumped
picking
in.
up?
They're in an intimate moment on the couch and I'm like, what are those noises?
So Heigl hires the previous attacker, but then Rosario Dawson kills the attacker,
Yes.
and we know that. You'd think that would be
Or-
something that you would find out in the movie. No, you find it out in the trailer. Because fucking Bunny Burrell from the fucking Wire is like, look, you killed this guy. There's a body in your house. Do you know how this looks?
So you're saying Dawson actually killed the intruder?
Yeah, that's what they...
Well, my understanding was that Catherine,
The white bitch.
the white bitch, killed set up this murder, and she actually did the murdering, and then framed it in a way
Let me put you both.
that Dawson did.
Let me put this down.
Fix this.
indefinitely. I'm going to spell out beat for beat the entire film right now.
Alright.
This is what happens. Okay, and I'll get to that because that's the climax of the film.
Nice.
So, Katherine Heigl, the white bitch, and Rosario Dawson are at odds, right? Because Heigl's out, she's getting divorced or whatever. Rosario Dawson comes in and has this perfect life with this family, and Heigl, they meet, and it's like everything's cool, and they have that crazy conversation that they have at the top of the trailer about like, and then he met you. And then time goes on, and Heigl starts messing. She starts meddling, right? She takes a Facebook and she orders flowers. She takes a ring. She jacks off in a chair. And
tiny
small things.
Microaggressions, I believe they're called.
Microaggressions the hell out of Rosario Dawson. And then she does some digging on Rosario Dawson. She finds out that either A, she's living under an assumed name, or B, she has like an open record of a previous event where she was in a relationship with a guy or what have you, and she's now on the lam or on the run from this guy, witness protection or something. And so in her past, she has this like abuse case or whatever, and this guy's put away, but guess what? He's out, right? He's like Sideshow Bobbing it or something. And then in a penultimate act of insanity, she kind of gets that guy to come over to Rosario Dawson's house, scare her. Then Rosario Dawson goes to the police, and they're like, okay, whatever. In the big climax, Rosario Dawson, fucking Heigl, they butt heads, right?
Yeah.
And then at the end, Heigl kills the guy, the bad guy, the bad white man, leaves him at the house or whatever. She's all roughed up. Rosario Dawson's all roughed up. She goes to the cops, and that's when they find the body. So Dawson did not kill the guy.
That's what I
But
think,
she's being framed for it.
All right.
And then at the end of the movie, which you basically see in the trailer, the two of them fight.
Like a Superman and Doomsday
Yes,
fight.
only but for like badass chicks.
Yeah.
And Heigl dies happily ever after with the family.
Okay.
End of movie.
Wait. Heigl dies?
Heigl dies for sure.
Oh, during the fight between them?
Yes. They're because they come to a head. Heigl for sure dies.
Wait, so when Dawson then
Double murder.
Yeah, what is she being charged with?
Well,
I'm not saying you didn't see this movie.
Okay,
Maybe you saw like an alternate cut.
I know what Double Jeopardy is because I've seen the Ashley Judd film Double Jeopardy. She won't have any problems with this.
Yeah.
So that's the movie. I want to see the movie, and then I'll come back and listen to this episode and see if I was right. Because I believe I was right.
All right.
All right, I feel like you missed a key point.
Jacking off on the computer.
Well,
No,
let's go back there. Rewind. Dawson having the double identity.
Right.
That's where we get into it. That's where we marvel it. She's now the character from Daredevil.
Got it.
And Jessica Jones.
Gladiator.
Gladiator.
So you're saying that the character that she plays in Daredevil,
Yes.
and then Jessica Jones is like, guess what? I want out of New York.
Yeah.
This place is crazy. There's
This place is
superheroes.
Crazy.
I'm going to go to the suburbs.
I'm gonna meet a nice
I
man.
meet this nice, lame-looking white guy, and I'm gonna infiltrate the family and live. And then Heigl's like, "Holy shit! This girl has been at ground zero of Daredevil and fucking Jessica Jones and Iron Fisting, and I'm gonna call her out." And then who's the bad guy though? Who's the bad guy? In the fucking movie, is he in the DC or is he in Marvel?
The mentalist guy from Jessica Jones.
That's what's up.
It's
That's
the
what's
doctor.
up.
Yeah.
You marveled it, baby.
Holy shit. There you go. Marvel Knights.
That's what's up.
God damn.
Can we go back to Iron Fisting?
Every time they cut to Heigl stewing is my favorite part of the trailer. Like, they'll show some sweet thing between Rosario Dawson and the dude, and then it just hard cuts to her, like, in bed, just, like, wide-eyed, just, like, white-knuckled. I love it.
Yeah, it's like one of Dawson and the husband walking in the field, and then right behind him.
Yeah.
She's looking like a psychotic freak.
Eyes, like,
a total
fucking
freak.
liquidated.
Okay, I know that in the world there are many scary things.
Yeah,
right.
Certainly.
Especially, the clown from It, Donald Trump, Syrian, wars. Is there anything scarier than a mad white woman?
Crazy white
woman.
I am going to link my song, Crazy White Woman, on this. Because I made a song about crazy white women, and I think it's very apt for this episode.
How have I never heard this?
I've heard it. It's amazing. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
So we'll link that on the show notes.
There is nothing scarier, though, because they have the world, and they will fuck you
Keith,
with it.
and I want to... watching
Devin is at a loss for words right now. He feels me so hard.
I have trouble watching trailers like this because this is like my worst nightmare of any sort of manipulation of reality where it's like you're framing someone and they're like, no, she's doing this.
Right.
Like, I'm innocent and no one believes you.
I like those kinds of
movies. This goes back to 4th grade when there was a new kid and we were all doing like some math assignment with like M&Ms. Can't do that anymore. No. But with M&Ms, the glory days. We had M&Ms.
Before peanut allergies and gluten intolerance.
Back when boys were being boys. So someone threw an
This is such a giant step back from how far you guys progressed in 17 episodes.
We haven't fucking progressed a lick. We just have a very candy-coated exterior.
Yeah.
Much like the M&Ms in your story.
It was like, to movie baby this week, the nanny was back in the crib watching us, and now she's out. Movie baby's going wild. So someone threw an M&M at this kid.
Gotcha.
The new kid.
At the new kid.
As the new kid should have been treated.
Yeah. Well, the teacher was pissed, and he was like, I'm going to figure out who did this, and if not, Friday Fun Day is canceled.
Wow.
So he, one by one, took us out in the hall and interrogated us.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Did you throw the M&M?
This
a lot of
seems
class
like a
time.
waste of time and resources.
Yeah. Did you do this? Look me in the eyes.
Everybody said Devin did it.
Well, yes, because
We're the only black kid in class.
I was the only black kid.
It was
probably
Devin.
in the school.
It was definitely Devin.
And so, like, I kind of got that feeling from everyone, and I was like, I got to the point where I started doubting myself. I was like,
Did I
do this? And just, like, forget? And so, seeing movies like this, like, brings me back to that day, and I'm in that loop again.
That's a tough one to be in.
Does that speak to like the racial profiling in America in a larger context? Like, do you find that there's times where, due to the like pigeonholing of like
big,
yeah.
Well, we can edit this out.
This is what we do in the movies. We
Tackle
we
the
go
big
micro and then we pull back.
I want to know the hot button issues that Sean is going to touch on.
We talk boobs, we talk iron fisting, and then we go to the real stuff.
What do you got?
I'm just because I don't fucking know. I get to walk around the world like the fucking prince of
you basically own
everything.
this place.
Yeah. When shit goes down, because of like the stereotypes that like minority cultures have to like live within, even though they're not like they're imposed on them. Do you find yourself being like, oh, I understand why that white woman like crossed the street when I was walking down the street, or do you like guard yourself against like, oh, I don't want to impose as like this like mandingo fucking wandering around and like raping all the white women? Like, do you
Devin, do you see yourself as a mandingo?
Is that like a cuck? I mean,
that's like the ultimate cuck.
That's the ultimate cuck for sure.
If I'm understanding your question right,
yes.
Do I feel like, oh, I'm an intimidating figure to other people, and so I kind of try to like help them like ease their pain?
Yes.
Like ease into being a black person.
I do think that's funny because I'm house sitting right now, and it's in a new neighborhood, and very
get out.
It's a very get out. Like they're all very new. They all have the yards and everything. And just walking around that neighborhood, like these people have never seen me before.
Yeah.
And I'm just walking in this house. I feel self-conscious where I was like, okay, I better not be outside for too long because I don't want people to think like I don't belong here. Like get the house owners or someone in trouble.
Fucking A.
Damn, how does that make you feel, Whitey?
I like would never.
You'd have a lawn chair out in the front yard with Cheetos
just
and like your dick hanging out. And you'd be like, I don't care. I own this place.
Yeah.
Not Devin. Not modest little Devin.
That's crazy.
Not
like,
trying to scare the white folks.
Oh man, that opens up a huge can of worms of questions. Like, I wonder if people don't often have their
guilt.
black friends house sit for them for those exact reasons.
Right. You gotta send out a little.
Fucking A.
You gotta put a little notes on the doors.
Oh yeah. You gotta go around before you leave, and you're like, I just want to let you know.
We've got a brother in the neighborhood.
How long has this thing been going on?
That's terrifying.
Right.
So how heavy does your white guilt really lay on you in times like these?
Oh, it comes and goes. I can turn it on and off like a switch. Like, when I want to look cool, I'll pop it on real quick and be like, how does that make you feel? And the rest of the time, I'll just take advantage of it.
To kind of tie in this conversation with the movie, they very purposely then casted Dawson in the role she is and Crazy White Woman in her role. Yeah. Kind of playing up on that sort of stuff, right?
True.
Okay, now let's
Here it comes.
Flip this.
Yeah.
Dawson's the crazy bish.
Yeah.
Black bish?
Sure. And
Black bish.
Heigl is in the, like,
relationship.
Oh, what's happening to me? Victim situation. How does this movie play out?
Doesn't play.
Doesn't play.
It doesn't even get out of the.
Can't make this movie.
Doesn't get out of the boardroom.
Can you make that movie anymore?
That movie would be like a Living Color skit. Absolutely, like the full-on like Shaniqua character would just be like absolutely wiling out.
Love that
Can I get your number?
Yeah. Honey, let's get away from her. I like that. That's interesting.
Apart from like the laying out of the entire plot of the movie, do you guys feel like there's something in this trailer that compels you to go see it?
Yeah, it looks badass.
Okay, good.
Well, it's interesting too because we talked about how this trailer definitely does lay out everything.
Yeah.
And Sean, our last conversation was about Colossal, and that's kind of the opposite, where they kind of give you some hints of the plot, but they don't explain a lot of like the rules of the trailer.
Right.
What's going to happen? Is it going to be straight up funny, or is it going to have a dark turn?
Truth.
So, what trailer do you like? Because
with this kind of movie, with like a thriller type thing that
a bullshit thriller.
Yeah, like what was the one that we saw, the rocking the cradle
When the Bow Breaks.
Yeah, where like I wouldn't have seen that. I wouldn't have seeked out that type of movie necessarily. But because the trailer was beat for beat, like, this is what's going to happen, I was like, well, now I want to see it. Like, there's something about getting handed everything, like, in the advertisement for this type of movie that's like, well, they have nothing hidden or secret to like entice you with, and they know it. So all the cards are on the table, and so it's just like, if this looks appealing to you, we might show you a little bit more of Rosario Dawson's butt, but that's about all you're gonna get.
That'd
movie
be cool.
to trailer difference.
Unless they have in store a bigger twist.
You think?
Like, is Dawson really crazy?
Do you think that we've got a Session 9 scenario on our hands?
Oh my god.
I don't know what that is.
Take a drink, listeners.
But
It's all in,
possibly.
It's all in her head.
Yeah, it's all in her head, or she's like, is she also guilty about something? Who says they made the one mistake? That was the white bitch, right?
Well, who says that in the trailer?
Yeah, she's like, I made one mistake.
Yes. She's saying that when she's in the arms of her ex-man.
Oh,
and
yeah,
she's
yeah,
like
okay.
that, because that's what derailed the relationship. So is that to presume that she cheated on him? Is that what you're
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Or she made the mistake in trying to assume this person's Facebook identity and also steal a ring. Or, you know, like,
Oh, so for
she's
her
meddling.
current
She's like, I made one mistake, I'm meddled, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Oh, that's
I'm not sure.
Oh, okay, I get that. Now that makes more sense, because she's trying to still stay in the life,
She's staying in the loop.
and she wants to be part of the kid's life and everything, and she ultimately wants to be back replacing Dawson, but she's getting reprimanded for the tinkering.
She's tinkering.
That she's currently doing, and she doesn't want that to get cut off.
Yes.
And when it does, that's when she goes full.
That's when I believe when love ends and madness
Oh,
begins.
right.
Okay, you know, as you bring up the dude, that brings me to my one of my biggest topics I'd like to discuss with all two of you right now.
Mm-hmm.
You've got two babes,
Two babes.
one dud ass dude. Are you attracted to this guy or not? Yes or no?
This is a weird casting choice for this dude.
Googling picture now.
Yeah, to me, he's like the most forgettable.
He's forgettable in a film called Unforgettable. He's the biggest dud. He seems like he's not worth all of this drama, because it is a tasty bunch of drama, baby.
Oh, yeah.
And it doesn't seem like he's worth it at all. He seems like the wackest dude of all time.
He looks classically handsome.
Are you into that?
He has like the, you know, like, looking at the pictures, he has like the jaw. He kind of has like the hair going on.
He's very white.
His smile isn't as good as I'd like it to be.
No.
He's got a little mouth.
Little mouth.
It must be good dick, because why else go
That's
absolute
the
shit?
Now
fucking
we're-
title.
Now, unforgettable dick.
It must be good
It
dick.
must be good dick.
That brings me to my second question following up. Do you think he has a big dick?
I mean, if you're gonna go that bonkers over it, yeah, he
It
must.
has to be unforgettable.
Very cool.
I like that they give him like one line in the trailer, and it's "I'm done with crazy."
That's
Like,
wild.
Do you think
I'll never get to say that in my life,
Yeah.
and not have the room erupt into laughter.
maybe this just keeps happening to him? And this,
Yeah.
every relationship he's in, this exact same
Okay.
scenario happens.
This I like. This is his Groundhog's Day, and he.
I'm
is
done with
living-
crazy!
And so Dawson kills Heigl at the finale of the movie, and then she's like flipping out. He comes home and he's like, "Oh my fucking god, you murdered my ex-girlfriend!" And she's like, "Yeah, and I'm gonna murder any bitch you ever look at." And then he's like, "Well, now I'm done with your crazy ass." And then he goes to the next bird, and then she's stalking them, and it just keeps going.
Or she murders the other one, and he's like, well, okay, I guess you win. And then they date, and then there's a third crazier girl who stalks.
Oh, it
the
gets so it's deeper into his.
yeah, and so
rogue
now it's like
gallery.
another crazy girl stalking the previous crazy girl. He's like, bitch, those are my tricks.
I just want to paint a very clear picture to the listener. Sean and Devin have just both locked on so hard to this bullshittery. They were both in the zone, staring at each other's eyes, not blinking.
Keith is not even here.
I was like,
No,
I'm gonna let these guys go.
waving my hands.
Whoa!
When I get into a good fantasy, I just want to see it come to fruition.
Speaking of fantasies, no segue there.
Speaking of fantasies, it would be my fantasy if we rated this trailer.
There we go.
Wait a minute.
You got some more?
Yeah.
Oh, go for it.
I told you,
You got
fucked
a thing on
up.
the-
You fucked
I was
up.
going to
You
say
can
you
have
had a list of notes. You have a book.
I have a whole book here.
Go for it.
Okay. Are you both privy to this? It's not a subgenre of film, but it's definitely its own little industry, its own little microcosm. The black thriller post 2005. No, not that one.
I'm surprised you didn't have that queued up. Dropping the ball.
But it kind of kicked off really hard with like it has like high profile like black actors. And with the panache and the plot of a Lifetime original, it kind of kicked off around 2005, 2007, or whenever this movie came out. It was called Obsessed, and it's with Idris Elba, Ali Laundry, and Beyonce.
Yeah.
And it's basically looks just like this movie.
Right.
And
but it's the flipped version because Beyonce is the
right.
So I guess that answers our earlier question.
Yeah, you could.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So maybe I need to watch this movie.
So Obsessed is a really good movie, but it's like second tier. You know what I mean? Like it's not like a real big movie. It's definitely like for black audiences, and then it got followed up really heavily within the past like couple years with like When the Bow Breaks, The Perfect Guy, No Good Deed.
The Perfect Guy.
Those all kick ass. Like they're all like 90s thriller style film.
Hider in the House style
Yeah,
things,
and it's for black audiences, like through and through. Like they kick ass.
Well, and then Tyler Perry's Boo Medea.
Yeah. Well, see, that's where I was going to say that these movies exist somewhere in between Hidden Figures and Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
They're in between.
Sure.
And
for the normal people, for everybody else.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I love them. I love these kinds of movies because they're fun, they're really good, and they're not for white mainstream audiences. And that's great. But I feel like this movie is the transition, is the fork in the road. This is where bigger named white household actors or actresses are starting to take from that cool, weird little subsect of film, and now it's Heigl and Rosario Dawson, whereas before it was like Morris Chestnut and like some hot black chick I've never heard of, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so this is like kind of a sea change in like, are like lame white audiences gonna get these like trashy thriller kind of movies now? Because I don't want them to. I want them to keep making these weird black ones because I like these ones way better.
That's very interesting. I think this movie might hinge on that continuing to go in that direction, or it'll curtail it and be like, if this doesn't
took
work.
off. Devin, do you like those movies? Have you seen any of those?
I haven't seen anything
They're awesome.
you mentioned.
They're really. Sean and I have seen almost all those together, I think.
I saw Get Out.
Get Out's very tight.
That's something.
That's all I'm saying is that this movie looks awesome, but it looks like a higher profile No Good Deed. It looks like a higher profile The Perfect Guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is freaky.
The only one I saw was one Sean and I watched. Was it The Gift or like The Invitation?
Oh,
or
we did
something?
watch The Gift together.
This has a gift vibe.
Yeah, where it's like same sort of thing where they're
That was
tricking.
white as fuck though.
Yeah, that was a very white version.
Yeah.
And this is more.
Yeah.
Is this the black version because there's a black girl in it?
Yeah, well, and maybe arguably the most like white adopted black girl actress there is. Like Rosario Dawson from like Kids to like Daredevil or whatever fucking Marvel show she's on. She's always in these like I'm surrounded by white people
Clerks
movies.
too.
Right, exactly,
Right.
yeah. So
yeah, see, that's why I think that this is the sneaky way of taking this kind of cool, weird trend in black movies away from black audiences, which I think is really fucking weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
Keith,
that white people.
Do you want to be our like resident black expert?
Absolutely.
When we get into an argument, we call Keith real fast. Like,
never forget the struggle. I will never forget the streets. Having said that,
yes,
this is for sure. I like a lot.
Like a lot.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Oh, you already hit a rating. Okay, let's get the rating officially now.
Okay.
This is my least favorite part of the podcast.
Fair enough. It's everybody's probably.
It's when you guys have to explain the rating system in the 17th episode. Like everybody's like, "Oh, check one of these out."
What
we know the rating system.
Well,
on with it.
Or you don't, and you're never gonna
on
get
with it.
Keith, not everyone's a hardcore listener like you. Jumping
First time
on,
caller, long time listener.
Yeah, we have a lot of bandwagon movie baby fans.
Really?
And you know what? There's plenty of room on this wagon. Come aboard.
What are we tracking at these days, boys? What's the numbers looking like?
Well, this is not going to air.
Okay.
Movie Babies will return after these messages.
So to get back on track, I just heard the numbers that this podcast is pulling, and I'm very bummed about the shit I've said already.
it's the age of accountability, but when nobody gives a shit that you have a fucking podcast, I think you get away clean.
That's true. Rate the bitch.
Yeah, let's rate it. So
also, before we end this one, I just wanted to make it publicly clear that the B word is like my least favorite word in the whole world. I hate it. When I was a kid, my sister and I were watching a movie, and in the movie they say pussy and the B word.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And she was like, paused the movie, and she's like, Keith, when you get to a certain age, you're going to be a teenager, and people are going to start saying these words. But I never want you to say these words. Or like never mean them. And ever since then, I've been like, this is so hack to say the B word. Unless you're describing a white bitch who comes in and tries to ruin everything. You know what I mean?
It's applicable here.
It's so applicable.
If you were reviewing Colossal with us and you just kept referring to...
Oh, yeah. That's not a white bitch.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it.
Great points. And, dear listener, please consider all of the previous a lark. A little bit of a lampoon.
We're back, baby. Rate it.
If you love the trailer, you're gonna say I like a lot. If you are on the fence about the trailer, you're gonna say In Space with Zombies. If you didn't like the trailer, which I don't think any of us in this room did, you're gonna say I love robots.
Keith,
like a lot, baby.
Yep.
From the beginning of the trailer, when it's like, hi, Rosario Dawson, you suck now, and I hate you. And then Kanye song starts up, and it's like, ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. I was like, I'm in, stupid idiots.
Better replacement of a Kanye song, this trailer or a Power Rangers trailer?
This one, that one was very on the nose. This one is
very, very subtle.
Artistically.
Keith, I'm with you. Yeah. There's a moody feel for this trailer.
Very sexy.
And even though you could argue gives away way too much.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that because I think, Sean, you were right. Here it is. Do you like it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Come get it.
Because even if you don't go see the movie, this is a great short film.
Yeah. It's an exciting short film.
This is like it does the thing that I always used to love to do during Trailer Wars. It's like, well, I'm never gonna get to make this movie, so I'm just gonna make the short film version and kind of suggest to you it's a trailer. So I game recognizing game for the
real recognizes real
for the director of this movie, who I just looked it up on IMDb, is responsible for producing all the Tim Burton movies.
I saw that too.
It's very weird,
but not
good for her.
Good for her.
Yeah, Ooh. This is directed by a woman.
But not. This is her first.
I'm in again.
This is her first film, though.
Yeah. First.
Then I'm definitely in because she probably kicks ass. Hear that, ladies? I'm on your side.
Kinda. Unless you live on a second-story building and then you might be trying to scale your fucking ivy trap.
Yes, all women.
Sean, what's your rating on this?
I'm gonna rate it like a lot. It's a banger for the summer. Can't wait.
It's cool for the summer.
It's cool for the summer.
I mean, it comes out.
Do not tell your mother.
It comes out April 21st, but
it's cool for the spring too.
Banger for the summer.
It's cool for Easter.
Around the Horn, that's 3 I like it's or whatever.
Yeah, that's a perfect rating. So hope you're listening, Hollywood. This is how we want our movies.
This is how it's done.
And with that,
can we all do it together?
I don't know. Are we all going to say the same thing?
Yeah, we're all going to say the same thing. It's going to be great.
All right.
And
3, 2, 1. That was unforgettable.
Unforgettable.
Wow.
That's my girl.
You know I got some bomb-ass kush if you want to take a hit.
Where did you hide?
Where the sun don't shine.
You know what? That can cause a lot of infection.
Girl, you can't get no infection in your booty hole. It's a booty hole.
That's my girl.
Intro battle.
When you're ready to take a trip with your girls, and you also like the movie Set It Off, it's Girls Trip.
That's good.
My girl.
No, I'm sorry. Okay, I got a different one. I got a girl one.
B-take.
Okay, B-take. When you like to strip with your girl, it's Girls Strip.
Nice.
That's my girl. That's my girl.
Nicely done. You got one?
That's my girl.
All right, that's good enough.
Thanks.
We're going to review Girls Trip, which is another highly anticipated film for the summer for me.
Very excited.
We've got Queen Latifah. We've got
Jada
Pinkett Smith from Wicked Wisdom, among other things.
2-sided offers right there.
2-sided offers. This is going to be the answer to new Ghostbusters that everybody wanted.
Yeah, if this movie does not make its money back and does not succeed, I'm going to be more mad at Hollywood and everyone else who was like, go see the Ghostbuster movie, go see blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, go see this.
Go see Girls Trip.
All female, comedy.
A crew of females.
Crew of female, comedy, black women.
Not bad.
Go see this movie.
Go see this movie.
And it's funny.
If it doesn't do the box office receipts better than the Scarlett Johansson version of this that's coming out
Have you seen
in a
that?
couple of
I
months.
have not seen that.
There is a white
man.
version of this movie.
They already whited it.
And it's not called Girls Trip, it's called something else.
Yeah, might as
Ladies
well.
Trip.
Yeah.
And it's got
Ladies
Scarlett Johansson in
Adventure.
it and like one of the Broad City Girls. And it's these gals, it's beat for beat, like the first half of this trailer. It's like, we haven't seen each other in so long. It's like, you're a wacky one, you're a wacky one, you're a wacky one. And they get together and they go on this trip and they go fucking haywire. And it looks
Either next
way
episode
lamer.
or I'm tempted to throw it on now.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
kind of want to.
It looks way lamer.
Yeah.
It's got the white girl that's in everything that says like inappropriate things. She was like
The SNL chick?
She's like no, she's the one in Fist Fight that's like I was on meth.
God damn
You know, do you
it.
remember her?
yeah.
She's the worst.
God damn it. Playing the same character in every movie.
What I want to know is who's the booty hole girl? Would it be
It's not Hall.
Tiffany Haddish?
Yeah.
Yes.
So Tiffany Haddish.
She's got the MVP trailer line of all
Every
time.
line in here.
They
she's
pull
killing
music,
it.
they
She's
give her a
killing it.
beat, she nails it.
Not only they give her like a
Yeah. Yeah. It's
She was in that.
so good.
Okay, she was in that Key and Peele cat movie.
Keanu.
Oh, yeah.
She was the cop. She was
I think
the...
she was a cat. I haven't seen that.
I
movie.
just rewatched that and she was in the gang that
Oh,
goes and
right.
like shadows them.
But she ends up being the
She
cop
ends up
at
being
the
a cop.
end.
Spoiler alert for
Oh,
Keanu.
sorry. Fuck.
She's in a bunch of TV episodes, but this is her real first thing I've seen her.
She's quite funny in Keanu.
Yeah, well, I hope this is her fucking episode 1 of her, like, destroying in the next couple years.
like every
killing it.
joke she home runs it.
She's killing
Not
it.
even just like, oh, that's a great one-liner. Her facial expressions
Yeah.
and the way she sells them all is like some beyond Thunderdome
Exactly.
shit.
It's just not jokes written on the page.
She's writing them with her face. She's writing these jokes
She's
like Jim
ghostwriting them.
Carrey.
I haven't been this hyped on a person busting through a trailer since the early days of Kevin Hart.
Oh, yeah.
Where he
yeah.
really got me.
He got all the mic
He
drop
got me
moments.
going hard
Yeah.
back in the day.
So, Girls Trip, a bunch of gals, they're going to New Orleans. They haven't seen each other in 5 years. They're all, you know, getting a little bit older, and they haven't partied and gone wild out in a little while.
Some of them are married. One's a square. One really wants to party with their gals again.
Exactly.
It's just
One's
like
getting
us,
pregnant
guys.
tonight.
Like us.
That's what I was wanting to say. I need to be the Jada Pinkett Smith, and I
We've
need
girls
you
tripped
guys
before.
to take me somewhere to get me to have not 2 dicks, but 3 dicks in
dicks.
3 days.
You need to use your lady mouth.
I need to use my fucking lady mouth, but I need you guys to unleash it, and I need to zip line over an audience and show the piss. I need to hashtag show the piss.
That is, I think, the climax of the trailer.
Holy smokes.
That is the crescendo.
Yeah.
Because you got to compare it to, I guess,
Bridesmaids?
Bridesmaids and like
poo-poo?
the poo-poo, right?
I thought
The
yeah,
doo-doo?
yeah.
And for some reason, I'm not really into that type of humor.
Poo-poo pee-pee?
And even this thing, like, I was seeing the setup, and I was like, oh, where are they going? I still laugh when it was
God.
happening. And they play it perfect, too, because they have a sound effect.
It's straight
Yeah.
up
Yeah,
And it's a waterfall.
waterfall.
And
a tiny Jada Pinkett Smith cannot hold that much urine.
Oh my god, I hope she can.
know.
She can.
The
know what that means.
the fact that they don't just use the like rely on the sound effect and her being like I have to pee and like let you fill in the gap. They fucking hashtag show the piss in the trailer. You see the
You know,
stream.
To the listener who hasn't seen the trailer yet, you might be confused. But there is a scene in which Jada Pinkett Smith does not want to zip line across Mardi Gras Street.
But she had to because there's a bathroom on the other side.
She's like, I don't want to go have to pee, and then like Queen Latifah or whoever is like, no,
the line's too long over here.
The line's too long over there. Zip line across, and you can use the bathroom over there. And she's like, fine, I'll zip line, which is an insanely stupid, idiotic set piece for a yuck.
But I love it.
And she gets caught in the middle, and everybody
she weighs like 2 pounds.
Yes, and then she has to pee. She's nervous. She's bummed. People are looking up her dress.
They're taking pictures.
And then
she unleashes.
She pees.
She unleashes the beast.
She pees all over everybody in a waterfall kind of way. And you don't really see it in the trailer, but you know it's
you see a little bit. If you look past her legs, right when you hear the waterfall, you see a fucking faucet turn on.
Okay, and I just want to reiterate to the average listener, Sean and I know this about Sean. He's always looking for pee in movies.
Yeah.
And when it does happen, he says, "Good for them. They showed the piss." Because too many movies shy away from it. They do not show the piss. This movie, they will be showing the pee.
Yeah, they do. And
that gives big bonus points to you, I'm sure. As it does to me, because it gives points.
Sean, what do you think it is about showing the pee? And why are they shying away from it?
Well, I can see why they're shying away from it for the same reason you're like, I don't like scatological humor or whatever, but like...
Yeah.
You know, in It Follows, when they show the monster pissing in the in the kitchen.
Oh, I don't know.
In Raw, when the 2 girls are on the roof, 2 sisters are just taking their pants down and pissing together standing up.
Very cool.
I fucking die because it's like those little moments that don't really get dramatized or whatever for obvious reasons.
Yeah, because it's piss.
Because it's piss. Nobody likes piss.
Nobody wants to see this.
Are you one of those guys then who was always like, you watch 24 and you're like, why is he not taking a piss?
I've never watched 24, but I probably would rail on it for some
I always
reason.
thought when I was a kid, I was like, it's funny in movies how they don't show people go poo-poo pee-pee because it's a movie, it's real life, but they cut out all this stuff. You're saying that they leave in the pee, and that gets you going.
It's that heightened reality that
Is
I
it
like.
sexual for you?
I don't think so, because I've never done any pee tricks.
You don't have to do stuff to be into stuff.
Oh, yeah, and I've definitely, I'll, watch a vid of a gal straight pissing just to see what's going on anatomically.
Just to see how it works.
It's very confusing to me, too.
It's like... It probably started in an infantile state of just how does this work for y'all? Because I remember when I was a little kid, cutting room floor, across the
fucking kid.
I'm actually going to cut this and move it to the top of the episode.
Yeah. You have the cold open.
My across the alley friend, we were probably in preschool. She was like, you need to come over to my house.
You gotta check this out.
And you need to watch me get naked and pee.
Oh boy.
Which I don't understand. So many bizarre, weird sexual, but child sexual events have happened to me that I feel like I've blacked out some and I've
I feel like
underscored others.
Okay, I feel like I've heard so many of these type of stories where I feel weird that I wasn't doing that.
Same.
Okay. So that's weird. Okay, to me it's weird that you guys weren't bombarded with just other dudes showing you their dick all the time, or
I missed
coming out of the bathroom showing
it.
you their poops and stuff.
Missed it.
All of this fucking shit was happening to me all the time. I just assumed it was
My
normal.
life is just a constant battle to get people to show me their peepees.
Yeah, I get that. I get that big time.
So anyway, I'm sure
what
it
you're
was
saying
just...
is it started young.
Yeah.
And you still carry this with you.
Yeah, it's just more of a fascination than it is with
But it's not just girls peeing in film. When a dude pees in a movie and you see a stream of piss, you get excited.
No, there's no gender discrepancy between it. If piss is shown,
Boing.
if a dog takes a piss,
not all men.
Yeah, I'm into it. I just think it's a cool thing that more movies should explore as
They give it to you really hard in this one.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Universal Studios.
The use of the Fifth Harm song in this is hands down my favorite needle drop in a trailer right now.
It's the best.
What's the needle drop?
What?
What's the needle drop that they do?
That's my girl.
Yeah, but break it. Oh, okay. I thought you meant a needle drop as in. Yeah.
They drop a song on your ass and it gets you hyped.
Yeah. Everybody is very gung-ho about like these Guardian of the Galaxy or like I think the Thor trailer just came out and they were like, oh, they're using Led Zeppelin, it was great. No.
Big fucking deal.
Don't care. I don't care. This is like the perfect
It's harm.
song for the movie combo.
That when it drops, I get so hyped because up until then it's been like a little scene, a little scene, and then this one it just drops on you. It's like that's my girl, and
montage.
then it hits you with montage, and then the letters are coming at you. You can't not be hyped.
Yeah, it's the chorus of the trailer.
Girls
like, it's
are
so catchy.
dancing.
Yeah.
They're having fun.
Yes.
They're using their lady mouths.
Queen Latifah has a finger in her mouth.
Yeah.
In one of the montage parts.
or
Yeah.
someone else's.
finger.
Like a dude's
like
finger.
she's sucking on a dude's finger. And it's like, fuck, yeah,
This movie
dude.
is gonna
That
be
is
the
my
best.
girl, dude. That's my fucking girl, dude. She's the queen, bro.
Yeah, it's just so perfect, and it just unites the Stand By Me-ish of this whole thing.
We're in this together.
Yeah, it's perfect. My big question in the montage is there's a little sliver of a second where you get to see a couple of our main gals like clear the dance floor and do a synchronized dance.
Yes.
And I need to know your guys' guesses on what 90s R&B, like TLC, like SWV song they are going to do this routine to.
My boo.
My Boo?
I think it's going to be My Boo.
Drop the needle on that.
At night, I think of
Oh, damn. That would be good.
That's good.
Any guesses?
I don't have a guess.
Destiny's Child.
I had a
be
that's
Destiny's
good.
Child.
My guess was how they got into that situation. I was hoping it was like a Fresh Prince. They got to get out of there, so they're doing Jump On It.
Okay, that's good.
Not bad.
I think it's going to be like Candy Rain or something.
My girl, do you
I
ever
don't know that one.
Oh man, that's a good one.
golden shower?
I do. Big time.
Sean definitely does. This trailer is all killer, no filler.
Yeah,
It's the best.
Badass.
Something I appreciate about this trailer too, the humor. Going back to that pee joke. Let's go back.
Yeah, let's
bring it
never
back.
leave it.
Bring it back.
The setup for the humor joke. The setup for this joke
The
is
setup for the humor joke is,
You're a fucking replicant.
as a film analysis,
But the setup for the joke is she makes a joke about the line is too long
long.
over here.
Yeah.
Go over there. There's a couple jokes specifically for women. Mm-hmm.
True.
Like even the use your lady mouth thing. Playing on
That's blowjobs,
You
dude.
gotta talk like a woman, talk like a lady.
but
When you're on the plane.
blowjobs.
So one of the screenwriters is a woman, Legally Blonde.
Jackpot.
10 Things I Hate About You.
This sounds like a white bitch.
It does. The director is a
She's-
black man.
She's very tan, if this is her. I think my
Okay,
point is
they nailed
the
the
voice of the trailer seems right.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they're overly safe portrayals of sisters getting together, like maybe in that Christmas
and I just
movie.
want to back that up. Sean says sisters. Is that okay, Devin? Yes
Well,
or no?
as our black expert, Keith.
I deem it okay.
Thank you. Victory for me. Where was I going with this? Okay, yeah. What was the Christmas movie that we watched recently that was like the black family getting together around the holidays?
Best holiday?
Anyway, the tone of that movie was so askew with how they were trying to make pop culture references and just nobody was talking like a real person, and it was very Hallmark Channel safe.
It was whack.
Yeah, and I love that this is maybe with a tip of the hat to a Bridesmaids or whatever of we're just gonna go raunch, but it's not written wrong. It's very much in the voice of
I'm about to get pregnant tonight.
That's good shit.
That's fun.
I guess they're not fucking in Guatemala. Points across the board. Girls Trip, the fucking best movie you'll ever see.
Yeah, I have a lot to say about this film, obviously.
One.
Okay, one is I've seen this trailer in big audiences at the movie theater.
Yeah.
Maybe 4 or 5 times.
Okay.
And the first time I saw it, I was fucking done. I was like, yeah, I'm there. I'm gonna buy the ticket, take the ride. I'm gonna ring the fucking bell when I get to the top of this motherfucker. I'm there. And so the few times after that I've seen it in audiences, I've looked around to watch, and it kind of starts off. People are like, oh, you know what I mean?
We've seen this.
Totally.
Yeah.
And then by the end, when you get the booty hole shit, people are losing their minds, dude. I saw Get Out with Mark the Narc Henry, name drop, and this played before Get Out.
Yeah.
And he is like the straightest laced, like fucking pasty white dude I've ever seen in my whole life.
Present company excluded.
Yeah. he gets to that part, I'm watching the whole time, and she drops that, it's the booty hole line, and he leans over and he goes, "You can't say that." He was like shook to his core. It was so fucking funny. Like, it's great. It's
Red
the best.
Band, baby.
It's the best.
Well, in so many of these comedy trailers too, like my judging of the trailer is, did I laugh during it? And more often than not, it's no. I did not laugh during this comedy trailer.
Yeah.
And this one, I was laughing throughout.
This one got my ass good, and like you said, like every time I'm with somebody else who like may not have seen it or is not as familiar with it, I love to just kind of side eye and be like, "Oh yeah, it still gets me."
Having said that, this movie's going to suck. Like I was like so in on Last Man Holiday, Best Man Holiday.
Best Man Holiday.
I was like pretty in on The Best Man, I think, with Kevin Hart and a couple other like amazing comedians. And I was so in on those trailers, and this is the same director as Best Man Holiday. And Best Man Holiday was like the anti-humor. It was like the worst comedy ever. It was so bad. I think that they piled this trailer high with the best stuff or the most outrageous stuff. I think the movie is going to be totally whack.
So Malcolm D. Lee.
Okay, first of all, infinite shout-outs to him because he directed Undercover Brother.
Yeah.
Which I loved when I saw it in the theater. The one before that.
He did The Best Man.
The Best Man.
He did Roll Bounce.
Yeah, I love Roll Bounce.
He did Soul Man, Scary Movie 5.
Oh damn.
The Best Man Holiday, Barbershop, The Nets Cut.
Barbershop 3, I think.
And now, here we are.
Okay, so he's got a mixed bag of like some.
I'm still in. Don't get me wrong. And on paper, I'm in. It's the
Yeah.
ladies, and it's going to be awesome. But I do think it's going to be whack as fuck.
I don't know. I'm curious if these are like if this is going to be one of those movies where they give us these jokes, but then they've got different jokes in the movie.
The alternate takes.
Every once in a while, you get something like that, but
Hate that.
like the Chips trailer really like gave me some red herrings that like when the movie played, I was like, wait, where's that fucking joke? They like would switch them up.
Keith, you hate that. I want more of that.
Here's where it first burned me.
Okay.
Let me take you back in the time machine.
Keith, you're really dropping the ball this segment. No more sound effects on your phone.
Sound effects.
Okay, I'm at Sunset Movie Theater in Bellingham, Washington, and I'm so psyched because they made a Predator sequel, and it's called Predators, right? And in the trailer, and I know some people out there who are listening to this feel me, Tyler Swank especially. In the trailer, the protagonist is like stuck on a rock or whatever, he's in the mud, and then boom, that iconic Predator red laser sight gets on him, right? And then in the trailer, boop, 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 a bunch more.
I remember this. I remember this.
A bunch more, like,
Leading
dude,
you to believe we got all
and
the
it's
Predators.
called fucking Predators, plural,
Not
dude.
singular.
That's not singular, dude. You go to the movie, there's not that shot. They fucking added it in, and it burned me back then, and ever since I've been like, you gave me something, it's false advertising, dude.
Yeah.
And I got a strong case on it because of Predators.
All right.
I'm with you on that.
Okay.
I think this rule is specifically for comedies. You can do it. Because my example is that Deadpool. That trailer and that marketing is so good.
Yeah.
By the time I saw that movie, all the jokes were the same. I didn't laugh at anything because I saw it coming already because I already knew what the joke was.
Okay.
Well, that's where you benefit from doing an alternate take. That's where you use...
Yeah.
Because we all know that the avocado joke is coming, but then it's not there, and you get hit with something else, and you're like pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, because I also don't want to hear the laughter of people in theaters from the joke that was in the trailer. Because it's like,
that.
motherfucker, you saw that,
Hate that.
to get here.
I hate that. I
Don't
hate
laugh.
that.
Don't like courtesy laugh.
That's
this
like when
fucking
people
joke.
go to stand-up comedy shows and they're like, do that one bit I love from your Netflix special.
Rick
It's like,
James, bitch.
Yeah, it's so whack.
On the same note, that's not my arm.
Oh.
and then they do like a Chris Nolan boom sound, like boom.
That's not my. Okay, set this up for the viewer who has not seen the trailer.
Hey, Keith, you
do
did
it.
I feel like you had it. All right, so after this montage of
That's my girl.
yeah, do, do, do,
Gal's having fun cutting this.
all of a sudden they're in the bathroom.
Oh, what's in there?
She's hooking up with
The
a
guy that
dude.
she's kind of been seeing throughout the trailer.
montage,
He had-
yeah,
he had
yeah.
From
like
a distance.
He had like a rose.
Oh, what's
Yeah.
going on in that bathroom,
Well,
Devin? What's going on there?
Well, Sean or Keith, Sean and Keith, when a man loves a woman, the woman wraps her legs around the man
on the sink.
on the sink because you can't wait. And then she's like, "Ooh, will you move your arm?" And
Which
he's
is a
like,
weird thing to say.
Will you move your arm?
Yeah, and he's like, "That's not my arm."
What is it?
I think it's his cell phone. It's like, in my case, it's my fanny pack. She's like, "Oh, sorry, let me flip my fanny pack to the side."
For me, it'd be like, she'd be like, "Will you move your arm?" I'd be like, "Oh, my keys." It's like a jingling nightmare, like out of it. My bad.
For this guy, it's his big D.
It's as long as his arm. It's as big as his arm. It's as thick as his arm.
He's got fingers
But
coming off.
when he delivers that line, the trailer does like the same with the waterfall.
It cuts to her.
It cuts to her, and they do like a.
Mic drop.
Yeah, it's like a big. It's like a.
I don't think that's gonna work.
That's
Okay.
a thwomp.
Yeah, you hear the thrum.
Oh, that's the sound of his dick unfurling? Yeah! Oh, I didn't catch that.
It's as if somebody uncoiled his monster
Oh,
dong,
man.
and it's hitting the sink.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
It's flaccid. It's still impressive. It's like an arm.
Okay, so then we cut to
Her face.
our girl.
And she's like,
So he's a shower, not a grower.
yeah, good call.
And then we get that's some Shaka Zulu shit from our favorite gal,
Yeah.
who I really hope is in the room with them when she delivers that line.
What does that mean?
So
That's-
Keith, is that cucking or is that unicorn?
I think that's unicorning.
It's unicorning. Well, no,
That's a big dong.
it's
is
neither
what
of
it
those
is.
things. Yeah,
it's-
that's just getting the good dick.
Does he have little T-Rex arms? Because even if his dick was the size of an arm, like, it still couldn't be as big of his arm, right? It'd have to be like
I
a
don't know.
miniature arm.
I don't know, but Sean, what kind of a dick you working with?
Very.
Okay, let's go all around the room. Sean, are you a shower or a grower?
Wait. Define the rules of that.
So, showing versus growing. Now I can drop some knowledge.
Go ahead. Educate me. School me to what this means.
Oh no!
Showing means your dick is just always big. Like if I took my pants off right now,
Yeah.
The worst. Huge step back.
Look what you've done to us.
You just had like 3 amazingly well-spoken girls on back to
We
back to
will
back.
never be back on the show.
That is descriptive. Okay, go ahead.
yeah. So my penis is out, right?
Yeah.
And
Currently,
it's-
we're looking at it.
Yeah, and it's just like
big.
It's just big.
Okay.
And you,
From the jump, like
just
doesn't
from
need
the
to
jump.
get big.
Look, I'm not horny or excited right now. I'm horny in a different way, but I'm not like turned on right now.
Yes.
So my pee-pee would just look like I was turned on.
Okay.
So
yes.
So that's a shower.
Wow.
Like no matter what, it's just big.
Wow.
You get what you get.
Now
like,
grower, it just looks like, ooh, poor Devin.
Yeah.
He inherited his white side,
Right.
and he has that tiny dick. But then a hot little lady
my
comes
God.
in here, right? And then all of a sudden
Oh my God.
I'm a little excited, and so now, wait a minute.
game's changed.
Yeah, like we do the little montage. That's my girl. That's
And it's hard as a rock.
Hard as a rock, and now bigger pee-pee.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So
that's a show.
So that's a grower.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry, that's a grower.
That's a grower. Don't even start at the beginning. Keith.
So you yourself, grower, shower, go.
I'm a grower,
Okay.
and I think that's the way to do it because you don't want to be.
I beg
having
to
to
differ.
Okay, so the metaphor being when you are sitting there on Christmas Day and your fucking
Wow.
gift under the tree is
Wow.
in the shape of a rocking horse.
Yeah.
It's just wrapping paper with a bow,
Yeah.
and you fucking know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
And you unwrap that thing and it's a Nintendo. That's not what you want. Like you want
No.
the one-to-one there.
Interesting.
versus the obtusely shaped package that you're like, I don't know what I got. I really don't know what I got.
Maybe it's a grower.
But it's more like mystery chocolate. You open up the chocolate, you don't know what flavor you have.
This I like.
You got a coconut.
Sean, are you a grower or shower? Go.
Okay, if you
Sean, you grower, you shower, go.
if there's Shaka Zulu shit,
Yeah.
I think I'm more Billy Madison. How does that work for you?
You're Adam Sandler?
Yeah.
What country are you?
Oh my god.
Keith, do you grow? Do you show? Do you
Neither.
tell?
Neither, baby.
You just
Oh,
don't.
Neither.
He doesn't show or tell.
Never been aroused.
Let's go back in the time machine one more time, okay?
Okay.
I'm probably like 6 or 7 years old, okay?
Big erection.
No, I'm 6 or 7 years old, and I remember this so vividly. It's insane. I'm cruising around my room, right? In my room, in the downstairs, you got to go through my room to go to the bathroom.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That's a danger zone.
it's a danger zone. But I was a kid, and people were like, "Who cares if we bother Keith? He's
Yeah.
a kid. We can walk through and go to the bathroom." I'm cruising around, playing around with my Nerf gun or whatever. My dad.
Is that a
No.
metaphor? Or
I'm cruising
Literal.
around. I'm playing around with a toy. Damn it! I'm cruising around and I see my dad, and he is taking a piss. He's showing the piss.
He's showing the piss.
I kind of like
Man.
creak through the door.
Yeah.
And I see his straight up monster hog. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's haunted me ever since.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, right on. I was like, too young to know, like, that's really badass.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I was like 13, 14 where I was like, I remember that. That's really badass.
inherit
I
that.
cannot wait to get that.
Where's mine?
Yeah, cut to me being, 15, 16. It's apparent I got my mom's dick. I don't have. It's horrible. Very apparent I have my mom's
That's
dick.
good.
So grower short, neither.
Yeah, that's great. I have the almost identical story. Like, saw Dad's Wang while he was pissing, and I think he even made like a comment or whatever about it. I was like, what the fucking you?
Wow, we're unearthing a lot of stuff from your
He's
childhood.
very deep right now.
Yeah.
I feel like more connected. I feel like we're going to all morph at the end of this episode.
Yeah.
To one horrible dude.
Yeah, fuck. And I kind of having that same thing cross my mind is like, well, I can't wait to inherit that gift. But I think just because I was so small, I was a small child looking up at a dick, it wouldn't have mattered if it was like shown,
you could have
grown,
been
or fucking thrown. Like,
Yeah.
the thing
You're seeing it through the filter of a child.
of a child, right? And so I think when I got to my pubescent stage where everyone was showing me their dick all the time,
So stupid.
and the times where I was like, motherfucker, I got bigger dick than you.
Wow.
Like
Never have I said that.
okay,
out loud.
well, that's when I was like, maybe I just hit puberty a little faster, but I feel like the motherfucker stayed the same size then.
Yeah.
And then when I saw adult dicks in my adult life, I was like, what the fuck?
Wait a minute.
Everybody just
got
like
ripped off.
sprouted.
Yeah.
You stayed the same.
I stayed the
So
same.
when I saw my father,
No! No!
I'm joking. I didn't see my father because he left when I was young.
Okay.
Shout out! On a
Look at
very,
me now, Dad. Look at me now.
this week on a very special movie, babies, the movie boys get personal.
Jokes work in threes. You gotta run the whole gamut.
Oh my god.
So let's rate Girls Trip.
Oh no.
Great girls trip. Keith, special guest.
Like a lot, baby.
Like a lot.
I'm there. I'm in from the get-go. Oh, you know why?
Yeah.
Because I think that the main character of this film is Regina Hall. She's the one that kind of has a funky, high-pitched voice. She was also in a movie we watched not too long ago. I think she was in When the Bow Breaks.
Oh, okay.
I love Regina Hall. She was also, I think, in the Scary Movie.
Yeah.
Which one is she in this trailer then?
She's the one that's like super quiet. She doesn't have many lines.
Got it.
And she's got a really funny, loud voice. And I love Regina Hall, and I think she might be the main character of this movie. And I'm excited to see her go because I love Regina Hall, and I'm there. If she's the main character, I'm there.
I am like a lot.
Nice.
Because it's a comedy and I laughed.
Doesn't happen very often.
What about it being a black movie? Aren't you excited because...
Wow, Keith. Out of all people. That's our black expert.
You people.
No, I like I said at the top of the episode, Jeez, how long ago was that? Like I said at the top of the episode, the fact that this is all the black ladies, and they're all making you laugh, and they're doing the crude humor. They're not trying to, show off for mommy.
It's a weird expression.
But it is an expression, right?
No. Sorry, guys. I'm going to be about 5 minutes late. I got to show off for mommy.
This is the most insane podcast.
Yeah, well, thanks. Thanks for coming.
I'm really excited about this cast. And yeah, all of them are strong. It's not even like just the one.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, you have Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah, that's your.
Wow,
that's your funny guy. Like all these ladies made me laugh.
None of them are showers or growers. They're just all
show stealers.
Show stealers, sure. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's like a lot. It's actually funny. It shows the piss.
Nice.
The booty hole line can't be beat. I defy another trailer to have their last line defeat that one. And they're ziplining, so they already Home Aloned it. What else can you ask for? Multiple thumbs up for all the trailers this episode.
Perfect episode.
It's a perfect fucking episode.
Well, I mean, in terms of
trailer-wise, to be juxtaposed by some of the dirtiest,
I told you fucked up
nonsense we've ever committed to tape.
It's really a shame this episode's not going to make it to air.
Yeah, this will be called a secret episode.
Guys, I'm so excited you had me on. This has been a dream come true.
Well.
Finally, it has happened to me.
Too bad it's going to be on the other side of the paywall. Thank you for joining us.
That was Girls Trip.
I'll be back next week for this.
You should just replace me on this fucking episode.
That's not my arm.
Ooh, that's that Shaka Zulu right there.
And that's the episode.
That's 3 terrible humans just really showing each other their terrible human dicks.
Look, Sean. In every classic movie, the main characters, the protagonists, they start off good, right? Well, sometimes. But they get a rhythm. They think like, hey, I'm doing it.
Okay.
I'm doing the thing. Like when Spider-Man gets his powers, he's like, yeah, I have powers. I'm going to go wrestle Macho Man now.
You got to do your road to trials.
Yeah. And this is us. Now we're Batman. And Bane just broke our back, right?
Okay.
And we're on the ground and we're in the pit. And the people in the pit are like, perfect babies, perfect babies, perfect babies.
What are they chanting?
Babies, perfect babies.
Movie babies. It's a code word for spineless, girlfriendless assholes who have a lot of opinions about lame movies.
But here's the thing, Sean. In the end, Batman comes out of that cave.
What does he learn?
He learns how to fast travel and set up a flaming bat symbol in the middle of Gotham. I guess the metaphor is we'll find our Catwoman in the end. Spoiler for Dark Knight Rises, where he meets Catwoman at the restaurant and Alfred's like kind of like sneakily spying on him, like he's kind of like a little bit of pervert.
This metaphor has broken down into like an Inception-esque like layered like nacho dip that I can't quite get to the olives because they've just rolled under the chips too much.
Is the top spinning? We don't know, but we gotta trying to keep it in the same theme here at least. We're in the same director, right?
Yeah. There's that.
Well, this was Movie Babies.
Last episode.
The last episode. We did it.
Sorry, Tipper Gore. We're shut down.
But join us for season 2 next week.
This is a season break? We can just arbitrarily do a season break on episode 17.
Yeah.
The network only ordered 17 episodes of this?
Yeah, and they're like, all right, we're going to really judge you on this finale. And we're going to get like a reboot, I think, reimagining season 2 as well.
That's a great idea.
Like we'll get like they're going to put a co-host with us who's just like from the network.
or they just do an all-female cast reboot. That's probably a better idea at this point.
Yeah, they're just going to Ghostbuster this.
So join us next week when we're not here, I guess, being replaced.
I mean, yeah, who knows, man?
We could just hand the trailer, the podcast over to like Keith and Joe and just let them
let them go. Here, it's your turn.
Yeah. See if you guys can steer the ship.
They are kind of like alternate reality us's.
Sure. In a way. We're all the same shithead with different colored hair. So listen to this podcast on iTunes. Listen to it. Review it. Tell your friends about it. Check out moviebabies.com for information regarding Movie Babies the podcast.
I mean, everything is on that site. Sean, when you don't have time to watch a 2-minute trailer...
Did you hear that somebody murdered somebody on Facebook Live today?
That's...
The Movie Babies.
The Movie Babies should not have ended on a killing
cliffhanger.